Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mishra, and on my channel I do videos about all things budgeting and personal finance and some of my debt-free journey sprinkled in here and there. So in the month of July, I just kind of started back on YouTube. So I didn't get to do a budget for my month. And normally what I do is I would do my monthly budget in an Excel spreadsheet. But recently, one of the goals that I've had is to try and get $1,000 set aside, and then also after that to get 1 month ahead. And I used to use an app called Mint, but unfortunately, it no longer exists for budgeting, and it would link your bank accounts and download your transactions. And in my spreadsheet for the month of June, I realized that I didn't even enter one transaction. So for me, I think it was better when I did have the app and it was linked to my bank account so that it would just download the transactions and I wouldn't have to do as much work. So I want to go back to that. So what I recently did is I came across an app called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. I had seen it from before, but I think I didn't want to pay for the subscription or something like that at that time, so I didn't do that. It came up again, and so now this is what I'm trying to do. And I think it's a really good app, especially if you do want to try and get a month ahead. The only thing that I've seen so far is that you can't kind of budget your money beforehand in the app. It's like once you receive your paycheck, then is when you can kind of assign some of your stuff. But I'm just still getting used to it. I do think another feature is I like how it treats your credit card. You can still use it, but then it shows kind of how much you owe to your credit card to pay it off. And I like that it kind of keeps track like that. But again, I'm just using the 34-day free trial for right now, and we'll see how that goes. So today, though, I am going to budget not one of my main paychecks, but I do get money from the government. I live in Canada. It's called the Canada Child Benefit. So I am going to budget that out. So I'm just going to show you kind of what YNAB looks like and how I assign the categories for the money that I will receive or I have received. I'll receive tomorrow. Here's the month of July. And so the amount of money that I am going to receive tomorrow, but I kind of added it as a transaction for today so that I could assign the money, is $933.05. So basically, YNAB will allow you to assign money to certain categories. So basically, every dollar has a job. And so far, if we go over here, you can see that I've already overspent in some of my categories compared to what I assigned. Some was on my credit card. So it shows that that is kind of due to my credit card, and then some was just from my checking account. But dining out is an area that I definitely need to work on. But I honestly have been doing a lot better to be making food at home and not eating out as much. But there's some days where, it's just kind of hard to get everything together, and sometimes we just end up eating out, which is fine. So, okay, if we go back to here all. The first thing that I'm going to do, I already know that there's certain bills that I have to pay. So the first thing though I do is I assign money to charity. So I give to my church, I tithe. So here we're just going to put plus $95. And then you'll see at the top here, it shows now that I have $838 to assign. Um, and then the next thing I go into what bills do I have to pay. So it just so happens that I have an automatic withdrawal for my kids' registered education savings plan, and that is $70 per month. So if I go down here to educational savings plan, see, I already have it set up that I need that to fund it for the month. And so here we'll assign $75 to that. And so that's available. And that automatically comes out of my bank account. Next, we have our internet bill. I think it's, yeah, internet and our cell phones. So we'll go ahead, TV, phone, and internet. Approximately, I had kind of budgeted $250 for the month. And so this bill actually was due yesterday, but it's okay because we are going to pay it now. So that's one of the things. I only get paid once a month from my main job. So sometimes, depending on, sometimes the bills may fall in line and then sometimes they don't. So that's another advantage to being 1 month ahead, which I'm hoping that I can do that so that I don't have to worry about these little timing issues. So my bill was $243.47. So that's for internet and for 2 cell phones. And I actually do pay for cable TV, even though I don't currently have a TV. So I'm definitely going to have to look into that if I want to keep on doing that or just have my streaming services. Next, utilities. So I budgeted about $400 for the month, but this bill specifically is $140.42. So 142.42. I have $379.16. So what am I going to do with that money? So I already know that my car has like a chip in the window, in my windshield, and I do have to get that fixed because I don't want it to get, to spread. There is like a mobile thing somewhere near my house, and I looked online and I think it was about $80 to fix the chip. So I'm just gonna budget down here for car maintenance and I'm gonna put in $100 just in case, including tax. Then now I have $279. So I'm going away and I am going to allocate about $50 to the kids category just in case they need anything while I'm away. That will kind of be handled. So we'll add $50 in there. So now I have $229.16. So now what I could do is I could look at some of these overspent categories, like for instance, the miscellaneous one. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll cover what was spent in that category. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So cover overspending from, is it going to say ready to sign? Yeah, from ready to sign. So, okay. That's good. So now we have $119.98. I'm not going to cover anything here because I do want to, let's see what it says, $181 that I owe to my credit card. What else do I want to do with this money? Uh, Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to my groceries. Is that what I want to do? No. First, I'm just gonna add to personal because I am going on a work trip. So maybe there might be some things that I want to purchase. So I'll just put $100. That's what I allocate for myself anyways. So, and I think I did have $100 here before, but then I had moved it around to cover something in another category. So we're gonna put the $100 back. And then now I have 1998. So I am going to just add this to the miscellaneous category, just because I don't really have anywhere else to put it. So now all of the money is assigned. I know that when the money hits my bank, these are the areas where I'm going to want to spend them. And if things change, I can always like switch where I want things to go. And that's what I kind of like about YNAB. Even if you overspend in a category, then you know that you have to take the money from somewhere else because you know that in your bank account, there's only a certain amount of money and you can't go over that. So I like how it breaks down everything. And I think this will be good. So I think I am going to probably look into getting a subscription once the 34 days is done, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so that was very quick. It didn't take long. It's pretty straightforward. There is a little bit of a learning curve at the beginning, just because, anything new, it's pretty standard, but I think it's gonna be good. I'm really hoping that this will help me accomplish some of my short-term financial goals. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, forward it to a friend that you might think may be interested in YNAB. And also, comment below if you've used YNAB before and any pros or cons that you found, or challenges or lack of understanding that you found when using the app. Anyways, that's it for now. Until my next paycheck. Bye.